Hi, I'm Jeff Fusey with Filter Sciences, and I have with me our sales manager, Tim Burns. We wanted to talk about some of the top questions we get at Filter Sciences in regards to our bag filter housings. Tim, what would you say some of the most often asked questions are?
I think the first one we get a lot is, why should we choose stainless over carbon steel? That's normally one of the first big ones we get.
And that's always been an easy one for me. We've been in the filtration business for 35 years, and we set out the sample here of a carbon steel filter that was in use in a cooling tower application for 2 years, and it rusted through. You can see the corrosion level on it, and we're able to manufacture these stainless steel filters, whether they be 304 or 316, at extremely competitive prices. In fact, the 304 is so close to the mild steel, we tell our customers, hey, the 304 is a much better choice. We don't even sell the mild steel anymore. It just doesn't make sense from a return on investment application.
Yeah, and another one that we get a lot is, okay, I've got this certain application, whether it's a cooling tower and I need to size the right housing. I have maybe a GPM, but how do I know if I get a 4 bag, a 6 bag, 8 bag, 10 bag?
Well, flow is always a good question, because unfortunately in the filter bag industry, when they rate these housings, a number 2 size bag is rated at 250 gallons per minute. But the way they do it is without a bag, and it's never made sense to me to quote it that way. So it really depends on the application. First, you have to look at what is the application. What is the level of contaminants in the liquid? Uh, how often are you going to want to change the bag? So all those things come into play. But as a general rule of thumb, we always recommend 100 to 150 gallons per minute per number 2 bag. And that's a good rule of thumb to use. But you'll see some people saying, no, we quote them at ours will do 250. No, number 2 bag is a number 2 bag. So you really have to look at not only the application, but how frequently do you want to change bags? So obviously, the bigger the system, the more bags that are involved, the less often you're going to need to change the bags.
Yeah, that's good. Um, the next one that comes up a lot is, okay, I need this certain housing. What are the lead times that you normally have?
Yeah, and that's a great thing about Filter Sciences is we stock everything from a single cell unit all the way up to a 12 cell unit. So in 304 and 316 stainless steel, we even carry some high pressure units. In fact, this single right here is a 350 psi unit. So we do have some not only your typical 304 and 316 and high pressure, but we also do custom units. So if they're one of the in-stock units, we ship next day. Depending on the application and the specifics on a custom unit, it can be 60 to 90 days. So it really just depends on where our production is at the point of which you order.
So you're saying if I had an application that I needed a 30 bag unit with 12-inch flanges, it's something you could do.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do whatever you want. It's just a question of there's a little bit of a lead time, and depending what we have in production at the time. But we get quotes all the time, or do jobs all the time, I should say, for very specialty units. Whether it be a quick release or a specific area, exact area they need that flange, it has to meet up with a very specific spec, we can do it. Well, thanks for tuning in today for today's episode of Questions with Filter Sciences, if you will. Give us a chance to quote your job. Give us a call. We have application engineers that can take a look at what your application is, what your flow is, and make a recommendation for you. Give us the opportunity to give you a quote. Thank you.
Thanks.